Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen! Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda here, like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to 2v2 on day 101. In the north, we have Septimum and Hoshot fighting here with freedom, democracy, and liberty here with the US 45th Iteration, bracing itself for German assault here with Spec Ops and either the weapons, advanced infantry, armored here. Out of the Americans in the south, it is Makros and Olvadi, both DAK as well. Getting ready for the Blitzkrieg with the 16th Panzer Division. Panzerjaeger ×2, armored support, espionage, Italian infantry and Italian combined arms. And there you go, Septimum goes for heavy weapons as he faces off against the Germans. We got weasels out there for Hoshot. His rifle there for Septimum, and we got Panzerjaegers and bikes out of the Germans. So things are heating up here. Eventually, not right now though. Things are staying relatively cool. As always though, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible, and a big thank you for commenting and liking on the video. Helps out a lot with getting the YouTube algorithms out much further through the system, as it otherwise tries to bury my videos. But first shots fired here, bike versus the scouts. We've got a weasel following it as well here. Might get a 30 cal down. We've got Panzerjaeger there for Olvadi and Makros, German infantry being leveraged to the front line. We got rifle there for Septimum and Hoshot. Got a bit of skirmishing here. South side, Panzer Peony pushing forwards. Weasel slightly withdrawing further, lacking of course any upgraded machine gun. It can't really do much except draw fire, and of course while it can self-repair automatically, not while under fire. It's obviously not so much a threat. Stop, or we're gonna fix this damage you just inflicted on us. Yeah. Up north here, Engagement force we're buying off here, looking to prepare the battlefield of time. Thumbs up to Septimum, not a bad move at all there. Further up north here, we got the bike here with some scouts, supported by the Panzer Pioneer. We've already got several points here of conflict. German forces trying to push forward. Got plenty of scouts, got rifling, got the weasel finally upgraded with 30 cal here. Late news the Panthers. Jürgen there going down here by the water side. Shooting out here in the waters. Mega rifle charging in. Panzer and chopper bike also withdrawing here. Big surge of American forces. Forcing on by here to withdraw swift. We've got air support center for Septimum. Panzers will do what it can here. We got more Panzerjaegers away for the Germans. They're going heavy on them. Let's see if they go for veteran squad leaders. There you go, air support center 1/3 way down, grenades here for Hoshot as he comes barreling in, rapidly from Septimum to further assist. Up north we do get some assistance here from Makros, but it's going to take a bit of a while to get there. And far on the west here, Panzer Pioneer diving deeper into the Allied lines. I'm to maybe throw some of them off. Scouts, weasels moving about there.
Territory
And far up north, the German forces also going in pretty aggressively. Got mines here by Makros to partly, of course, make it hard for the Americans to go back. It also helps cover a retreat in case they do get like a sudden surge. The mines can like catch up any pursuers. So thumbs up there to Makros. Light support company away for him. Not yet out of Olvadi. And here Panzer Pioneer push back. And of course here there's been no mines laid down to cover the withdrawal of these chaps. So he's going to have to like rush in some other forces. It's like going to help cover the retreat. Let's say a mine here, you know, could have maybe put up the weasel. And that'd been pretty good. There you go, back rushing Panzer as well here. Gets the Panzer Pioneers here, so good wipe there in the early game here out of Hoshot. Lightly hiding out. In fact, we got another outsquad away there for Hoshot. Noting that Septimum's engineer has been equipped with a flamethrower, so he's definitely not prepared for mines.
Territory lost.
And we got there the light support company out of Olvadi as well. Fast support elements there for Makros. Oh, he also goes for it, so they're both going for the exact same things here so far. Either Quentin's really good, you know, coordination between teammates. With her strategy, all that. Another German player, though, is yet to pick a battle group. Another bike getting that glorious veterans run up north. We got scouts retreat, right squad push back as well here. Panzer Pioneer sneaking about.
We have new units available.
Motor pool for Septimum. So far, no sign like anything that might actually be leveraged by the battle group. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Septimum is pretty much just going for the battle group for the Pershing. And maybe, like, you know, some stuff to boost his anti-tank guns. Like, heavy weapons is definitely one of those battle groups that might have been intense, like, in help support weapon builds. But, you know, it's just going to be like the big tank thing.
Territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
So, Scouts moving in here, Motorpool almost done. Rather than getting mowed down. There we go, flak filling half turn for Makros and the Germans. There's right push for Scouts as well here. German forces could try and flank around here, catching the attack in a bit of a twist. As of course the attack goes in so far they can't, like, you know, actually flank them in time. Up north here, big American search well there from Septimum. Two major American pushes, and the Germans are just kind of scattered here, so they can't, like, easily, you know, halt the map. Well, they, I think, laid down enough mines for it. Do have one engine fit for up there, upgrade for Olvadi's forces. No sign of veteran squad leaders either yet for the player.
Territory lost.
So they've pretty much, I mean, otherwise very much played synchronously, but they still, you know, haven't quite managed to upgrade. They do get a second flak in half to this time for Olvadi. Greyhound all the way there for Septimum. Of course, neither German player really has a lot of, like, heavy anti-tank. Heavy, just like significant anti-tank weapons. I mean, the flak fillings like need to work together if they really deal with that Greyhound. Ambulance on the way there for Makros. Second flak filling half tech ready. Got the scouts doing a bit of hiding there, courtesy of the smoke screen far up north here. Engineers hit the mine and cursed their luck they didn't get a minesweeper instead.
Territory lost.
Ambulance almost done there. Go flak filling half to use the right foot resource with growing engineers here for Septimum. Freedom and democracy. Probably to get a minesweeper upgrade this time around. Hoshot with the support center finally got that going. Probably going to go for some SSF commandos in the near future. Meanwhile, though, Rifle getting absolutely pummeled with heavy flak fire. The position is not exactly great here, and they really should withdraw sooner rather than later. At this point, they're just feeding the German gunners free experience and accolades. Graham, though, flanking in here. Perhaps they were trying to, like, buy time for the Graham to get in there. Who knows? Rifle sport they're getting absolutely perforated there.
Panzerjaeger anti-vehicle infantry available.
Greyhound going in deeper and deeper here. Touching the German vanguard there. Then the machine gun C for Olvadi. We also got Panzerjaegers out. Many Maschinengewehren out of Makros. Then the veteran squad leaders, and we do have some vehicles well packed there for Makros. So now we're actually starting to see some deviation in the German players' builds there. We're getting more caught up on being struck here. Sneak play there by Septimum and the scouts. Motorpool for Hoshot as well. There we go. SSF commandos. Well, in fact, cancels the Motorpool just to get those SSF commandos out in the field here. Straight from the inbound here from Septimum. From the German force. Almost got a wipe here on the Panzers, and he gets it. Aircraft explodes. Armors. Right next to, like, the Greyhound. Like, massive fireball. Another unit down. Massive slap across the face into Makros and the German army. Going after the Greyhound here with the Panzerjaegers. And they actually kind of back to mirroring each other a bit more, I suppose. Got the Greyhound there. Armored car kaputt. Betötet Jürgen. Wir destroyed amerikanischer Panzerspielwagen. Did you hear me, Jürgen? Ah, thank you for death. So, SSF commanders moving forward here with the Johnsons and their bazookas. Going in for the 250 half-track, engaging with bazooka fire there. Got it. Panzer Pioneer there from Makros. South side, Olvadi here finding out the rifleman squad still. 539, massive gap there in terms of point so far here between the Axis and the Allies. Germans definitely having a good lead, and the Allies will need to do something to really turn this around, or the risk losing the match pretty quickly. Hoshot back to rebuilding building that motor pool. Round 2. Another Greyhound there for Septimum. Got mines are being laid down, some good spots here. Very nice bottlenecks, choke points there. Which of course It's a great spot to lay down a mine.
We are losing.
Septimum with the
Our
M24
victory
Chaffee
point
light
is
tank,
being
responsive, of
neutralized by the
course, to the enemy flak-filling half-tracks. Onto the being nabbed.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Flak-filling half-track, Panzerjaeger, Panzers moving up. And there we go, we actually get some of the half-track stuff here for Septimum. Approaching towards first German battle been selected for this. Makros with armor supporting just Olvadi to pick a battle group here. Commanders get a drop here on the flak-filling half-track with the bazookas, but not quite able to do enough damage to really knock it out. Second flak-filling half-track right here, flanking the Americans, forcing withdrawal there. Under threat of the heavy automatic fire there. Got the Panzerjaeger machine Gewehren. Noting two active veterans quality out of Olvadi. Thumbs up to that. We got Makros here with the flamethrower tank, the Panzerjaeger. One of many flamethrower tanks the German army would operate. And there you go, Chaffee diving in the aircraft, shot down. Flak-filling half-track is about to go kaput. We got a Chaffee as well there for Hoshot now. Flam Panzer arriving, obviously not going to deter the Chaffee by any minute bit there. Of course, the flamethrower tank is in theory trouble. Oh, getting hit by anti-tank grenade. Panzerjaeger rushing into here. No support there to be seen from Hoshot, leaving Septimum's Chaffee there in a dice. There you go. Got the 250 half-track. Panzerjaeger still going at it though with anti-tank rifles. Strafing runs unleashed, missing though. Can he get the Chaffee out there? No, gets hit with an anti-tank grenade, knocking out the Chaffee. Note that what the Germans are using of these Panzer equipment is not really so much an anti-tank grenades as a magnetic mine. They're basically meant to run up to the tank, then like stick it, hold the detonator, and then run away. It was quite effective, but you had that detail that you had to like run up to the tank. It tends to be a bit dangerous in the best of circumstances. That's why stuff like the Panzerfaust got so popular very quickly. Didn't have to get that close with it. Anyways, more Panzers left for Makros. Brief considered set goes with the mighty Panzerjaegers, and this flamethrower tank is running into a bit of resistance. Septimum with another Chaffee on the way there. Salvaged one hit by Makros. Thumbs up. American forces, they're definitely seeing some challenges still. They are fighting hard for this victory point, but the Germans are clearly not looking to make it easy. Oh, and a engineer team got down here with the Panzerjaeger equipment with a flamethrower. Hand to face of Olvadi. Attack from Makros.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Remaining flak-filling half-track is continually going to be a massive headache there for the Allies to deal with. And a priority, we want to make more effective use of the infantry. After they're hanging back, watching as large columns of riflemen walk right past it. Got there with it. We got the weapons supporting the Hoshot.
Our track support is ready to deploy.
Panzerjaeger rushing forwards. Panda 3 right around the corner.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
447 is 208. Panzerjaeger Commando for Makros. Right around the corner as well there. Still Allies about to get a triple cap here, which certainly would help a lot. There's Septimum with a BAR upgrade, and Olvadi goes Panzerjaeger in the end. Not too surprising. Got the Panzerjaeger upgrade.
We do not hold any victory points. How could this happen?
Hoshot tactics. Will he try and go for the new elephant? Who knows?
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Well, Allied forces hard at work leading out the Germans of the victory points, trying to equalize a bit here. Commandos versus Panzerjaegers. Being able to withstand the Johnsons there, the Commandos. And fleet, the flank fleet are going to the north side here. Bravo chaps flanking and trying to, I think, cut off the retreat path here, the escape path of the Germans here. Not a bad move at all there, but Septimum, 2 thumbs up. So we do have a regular Panther fleet now from Makros as well.
We must act.
Trying to catch up, I think, that flame for a tank here.
A fuel point is
South here.
from us.
Got Olvadi there putting pressure on his opponents.
Confirmed. We have 5 command points available.
Got Rotten rolling in here. Finish off the Panzerjaeger's clearly not paying attention. That's a wipe, huge wipe here. Big wipe, and there you go. Damage in here on the flame for a tank. That's going to be it. Panther right, but it's arriving to the party much too late here. American forces have splendidly wrecked that German incendiaries team. And there you go. Panzer fleet, they're also in trouble here. Shot bounced. And one taking them for Hoshot. Panzer fleet withdraws. On the south side, the Hoshot is having a bit less success here versus Olvadi for the time being, as Olvadi claims 2 victory points here from American hands. Got the Panzerjaeger up ready, got a mine going off here in the Panzergrenadiers. Out up north here. Carrying the free, trying to shoot the streets of any Yankees. Another entertaining there for Septimum.
Our capture point is being neutralized by the enemy.
I think Olvadi might be aiming here for the Elephant Tank Destroyer. Rather than getting shredded, Panzergrenadiers, Panzerpanies moving forwards, and there you go, Makros with a command tank defeats Panzerkampfwagen 4.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
A solid inclusion there. And see, in theory, gets out a Tiger tank. It can actually use the command tank to boost the Tiger tank's frontal armor to some rather excessive levels, making it difficult to penetrate frontally. Engineers on the way there for Hoshot, more engineers. I think as he's lost the other ones he's had so far. Probably is not too keen on running into any mines again. Allied forces about to get another triple cap here. Axis force about to get a triple cap.
Proximity alarm near our fuel point.
And the fish scores a nice hit down the M24 Chaffee with his 50mm lost the gun. Getting flanked here by another Chaffee and switching into the course 7 and Panther. Be careful. Ooh, close call there. Looks like here Olvadi is narrowly able to save his hand of there. Very close call though. Very close call. Another troop repositioning a bit here. We got 350, 451. Septimum should be soon within range of the Pershing, and yeah, Olvadi is in fact going to go here for the Elephant Tank Destroyer. There's one battalion, was the Germans assassinated of Thailand, which was in the 653rd, which was one of the 2 heavy tank destroyer battalions there, with elephants in the other one was the 654th. They will later on the wall though have that elephant replaced with the DAK.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Back there. By the way, Elephant they're rolling ahead, an 88mm high velocity gun, same as used in the DAK Panther, Narson and the King Tiger. In this case, it's used on the chassis of the Porsche Tiger 1.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Gonna need something else. 38 was 150, 33 up. 117 versus 74. Germans have got the Allied force in terms of infantry casualties, but vehicle-wise, falling a bit behind. Bring it in there. The North East Command Tank is sitting on the Ralph Court here. 319 was 133. just hanging back here for now. Out of the Allied forces, I mean, we have no tank depot so far. I mean, obviously out of Septimum, we still did something tertiary, but in the case of Hoshot, it's not quite the same thing. I mean, you could call in the Spanks, but you benefit more with actual tanks. But it's that. Elephant scores a good hit on the Jap light tank. Panther should be within range of finishing off, except of course unless the staying on the flanks of the gate. No, he's not quite as fast there. Chaffee down. Oh, what a lucky Panzer! Incredible luck here for Olvadi. Ah, well, never mind. Luck ran out. We did it, Fritz! We survived! Another commando squad there out of Hoshot. Going in hard with the Germans. As their assault, German assault this goes a bit pear-shaped. Getting Tigers ready here for Olvadi. Or at least armor servers ready. Makros has definitely suffered quite heavily, needs to rebuild his forces a bit. He may have to play a bit more defensively for a brief while, which will put more pressure onto Olvadi. But again, his forces looking a bit worse for where they're at. Infantry team also on the run here from the right from the far south here. Grab the Weasel, grab some points, but I guess he doesn't want to do that. Got the lawyer there, courtesy of Hoshot and the US Army or US Air Force.
By the enemy. Heavy armor research complete.
Here we go. Septimum with the M26 Pershing. Heavy tank.
Anti-tank mines and a victory point is being taken from us.
Moving forward. So the fun fact is, before the war, or at least before it got sent into the front line, and after the war, it was actually designated as a medium tank doing development, and then after the war, it was just designated as a medium tank. It was only like at some point, when you need like range push in, just suddenly said, well, it's a heavy tank now, and that's kind of like it. Sort of had a bit of funny development there. In terms of its own performance, it was roughly on par somewhere between a Tiger tank and a Panther.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Definitely not a bad tank, but
our enemy has the upper
it was rushed a bit, had a lot of teething issues, and sort of was, I think, eventually just abandoned in favour of the Patton tank series.
We are losing grasp of a fuel point.
Franz aircraft shot down. 292, 724. German front line really starting to fall apart. And there go bike down. Stuttgart's first here for Makros. Bring in the rocket artillery. Unfortunately here for Olvadi, the Elephant heavy tank so far not doing too much for him. Was 269 to 724.
Rollout of engine improvements is underway. Vehicles will be able to secure territory shortly.
Whiz bangs for Hoshot. Another anti-tank in there for the Americans as well. Elephant slowly lurching forwards.
We have only 250 points
South Country
remaining.
of the Rough Squad, we got survival training and BARs for Hoshot. We got double sorry there at Septimum.
Engine improvements and territory capture for
A
vehicles
bit late there
now
for a
enabled.
BA upgrade there out of Hoshot. Not better late than never, I suppose.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Stuttgart's first rockets wildly flail all over the place, hitting absolutely nothing in the process. 238, 724 heat Germans have victory point lead, but the Allies definitely they're putting in more work to try and hold that. Panther 4 there for Makros with the Salt Grenadiers riding along. Thumbs up there to Makros. In the south, the lone ace flak filling half track is keeping the Americans fairly occupied there. Panther 4 setting out. 135 is 124. Swinging northwards here. Another German offensive looks to be underway here. Then get another triple cap. They could bleed out the Allies very fast and possibly win the match right then and there. Though even then, 124. The Allies still have some time to act, but they also wouldn't have like a lot of time to wait out and like maybe figure out a better plan. They just have to like act now.
Enemy forces have captured the victory point.
Grabbing the centre there. Septimum and Hoshot clearly intent on making sure, of course, the Germans have an east to get a triple cap against them. And, of course, getting their own triple cap going so they can lead out the Germans faster. South here, Panzerjaeger grabbing the victory point in the name of Das Vaterland. Other squad diving going for the captain, who watches just in the horrors of the Germans ignore everyone else around them. Larger in the centre, Elephant just sort of throwing the weather, I guess. 122 versus 124. Two hits there on the Elephant heavy tank destroyer. No, it actually used to previously be called the Ferdinand before they overhauled it. When it got changed. There you go, Stuttgart wasn't reaching out. Anti-tank and crew exterminator got the Pershing moving forwards. Tank 4 definitely falling a bit short against the Pershing. Under Puna in trouble.
Point is being taken from us.
Right, getting sniped. We got 224. Bike down. Bike down. It took them almost half an hour to take that one out.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
224. Grenades off.
We have 200 points remaining.
Got the pressure going onwards. Got fire.
Unit shall aim for crew compartments and engine blocks only.
Shot tactics activated. I think it's for the Elephant of that. I mean, that seems a bit redundant. Like, you think just getting hit by a high velocity 88mm armor piercing shell would be shocking enough. Not just like eating like a special point. Remember, this aim for the big spot. What big spot? You're firing an 88mm armor piercing shell at high velocity. Anything's a weak shot. Charge deployed. Light has got straight from actually that was Septimum. 192 versus 124. Septimum with that tank depot. Allied forces working hard. They're bleeding out the Axis forces. German forces definitely having some difficulties and issues. The Elephant is certainly handy versus the Pershing, but crucially falls a bit flat against all the infantry.
Tiger 1, ready to turn the tide.
And, wow, the Tiger tank out for Olvadi didn't
shall be reinforced, Commandant.
I can actually call an Elephant and Tiger tank at the same time. I wasn't sure about that. Like, you could for a good while in Coh3, and then eventually I think they like to call it something alongside the Yak Tiger or the Storm Tiger, I believe.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
So all the way, Tiger tank and Elephant here.
We have lost a squad of Panzer Grenadiers.
Panzer's wiped. 174, 124. The Tiger tank, I think, did a lot more for Olvadi than the Elephant.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
You get there, shrugging off some damage, courtesy of the bazooka team there. Ooh, got it in the front feeling. Got the commanders there routed, pushed back. Flak feeling went down, finally.
Territory sector out of contact.
Sounding hit there for the Allies. 161, 124. Different calling, trying to keep Germany getting a whiz bang here. They want Germany off that point amount of the cost here. Oh, look at it there, being sent flying towards the screen. 156 here versus 124.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Got the commanders there, east level. Engage with the Tiger tank. Johnny Boy goes down. The rest of the unit just hightails out there. And I guess that wasn't enough. Tiger tank absolutely demolished that. 35 at 124. Allies almost got the Germans down to their level.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Let's see what the Germans can do to turn the tide here. Leading at a pretty fast pace here. Elephant Tiger combos sort of letting about here, but now I feel like doing a lot here. Olvadi is really like, yeah, now. The cost of these two massive vehicles paid off. Oh, kaboom, baby. Another one for the Germans. Olvadi, in fact, running out of infantry is great for the Allies.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
North of the mountain, trouble with Pershing.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
I've got some fresh commanders out of Hoshot. Thumbs up to that. Another Panther 4 here for Makros.
Commandant, the enemy holds all victory points.
Drop cap from the outskirts of Germans down to oh, that's the one point. There we go now. The Germans are doing the best like keep off the victory points and buying some time here. But Allied forces are pushing back even harder for now. 90-124. Another rocket barrel shit. This time goes to the strippers of us. Anti-tank, they're getting smashed into the ground here by simultaneous rocket hits there.
Territory lost.
Whilst we're getting more scouts and trouble, soldiers pushing forwards here. 77-124, Axis forces really time to run the victory points here. Another Panzer pioneer squad for Olvadi, and the SSF commanders going hard here. The Johnsons keeping a grim toll there amongst the German infantry there. The Panzers doing what they can to hold them back. Alpha just sitting in the centre, tight taking the running on the scene. About to engage with the taking those shells, and there we go. Mentions one gaining FPS mine launches. I'm trying to give it that range to pop it. Got the Hellcat, he was the Elephant, and Panther 4 combo. Tight tank is in heavy repairs for the body and does fast load. Of course, throwing away the rocket pod. I mean, just a regular Sherman tank. 60 versus 124. Eagle on the move. They're up north here. Hellcat pursuing. I don't think the Hellcat should be leading that charge. Mountain have engaged. Pershing a bit slow to catch out. Got the South East Tiger versus the Scouts is the making attempt here. Ralph's coming in second, blowing up the engine, the Tiger tank. That's a bit painful there for Olvadi. German against the Panther Pioneer. Pantry team still doing with him. They got anti-tank being brought up here. Could not get the Tiger tank isn't fast enough. And in the centre, the German assault here routes the American front line here. And far up north here, Pershing versus the command tank. There's a small chance of that surviving. In fact, that proved to be an incredibly small chance. Talking to the range, a lot of German forces. Anti-tank crews in trouble here. Almost got the Tiger tank exposed to so much damage. Grenades being chucked. Engines continue burning up further and further. Sherman is a burning. And a satellite charge here. Right to the midst of the infantry. Both the Olvadis took off and other things to pay attention. Anti-tank crews there. It's about to get wiped out. A brutal fight here. And Hoshot ends up losing so much here. But without taking out the Tiger tank in the end. Painful. East Sherman on the way there for Septimum. Oh, SF command's going in here. Catching the Germans unprepared here. Not expecting this. Oh, so many rockets. Burning to penetrate the Tiger tank, shooting widely there. Panzer struggling to do much of an impact there. Almost got it. Can they finish it off? More bounces here. Panther 4 to the rescue. Bounces the commander squad here. Leaving behind a bazooka. Wow, another set of Panzers here. Has to withdraw, they're calling in a rocket launcher there. Septimum which assist. Oh, launches dive bombs. Got the Tiger tank. Massive cost into Hoshot. Lost all of his commanders, anti-tanks, and other infantry just to get the one Tiger tank. I'd say that was a bit of an overcommitment there. Got the Pershing ringing, but running straight to the elephant is causing a lot of damage and surprised very fast. And we got the upgun Sherman here ready for Septimum. Thumbs up. Panzers 4 heading towards the center here. 59 versus 95. Jumping off. Tank depot there for Hoshot. Bringing his own tanks enough. Rather brutal fight here. The herd losses on both sides. Sherman ready to face off against the Germans once more. There you go. Excellent fight for what threat Pershing in the scene. Elephant moving out. And there you go. We got the Black Dragon Artillery, I think it's called. Barrage. German forces narrowly escaped that one. One to take us there for Septimum. In the south, fresh attack here with Rapid and Gnisi, trying to force the Germans off that victory point. The other Panther holding dispatch here to try and assist. An H chuck to the center. German fight the victory point here. Just looking very much in the field. There you go. Septimum loses an entire rifle squad. Do next. North here, Gardner Sublet Squad trying to sneak in there. There we go, Whizbang Barrage, hoping to get lucky more than anything. I don't know if it was just bad luck. He's the opposite of get lucky, just lucky, and there you go. Wipe the anti-tank cruise in the end, they're very good there, of course, for the Allies. Thumbs up there to Hoshot. Will be a follow-up, those of course a question. Also, the Germans can't just recruit the anti-tank guns, but they can get their hands on them and turn them against the Germans.
A victory point is
Take a very
being
painful
taken
fall
from
the
us.
right here, very fast. 50 versus 83.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
And a free there for Olvadi. The Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. As for Makros, I do believe he's now setting up for a Tiger tank.
50
versus 82, and there you go, Tiger tank out here for Makros. Thumbs up. Another piece of heavy armored steel. Musenka Rasmus, the Panzerjaeger further up north here. Almost got the Pershing knocking it out here. Assault is in deep trouble.
Panzer 3 on station.
And Lois is Alicia on the center here. 40 versus 82. 39. More Panzers out of Makros. They want to get those units moving, maybe try and flank up behind the Germans rear. That could throw off the Axis lines quite a bit there. Soldiers deep trouble here, almost got them wiped out, close call. And I'm not entirely sure that was, I think that was just a self-trust. They just saw the anti-tanks denied from the Germans. Thumbs up to Hoshot. Then eventually denied them, then rest of the opponent crew. Thumbs up there. Meanwhile, Panda 3, Panda 4, and the Tiger tank on the move, which was cementing crews and such are scattered. Leaving only a very thin defense, meaning it can be easily overcome by the German tanks like in a working unison. East side here looks like there's something being planned up here, but when it's really going to happen, we'll have to see. And there you go, dive bombs on the center here. We take out the Panther 4 here, and oh, almost had it. Wiped out the Panther punch. No real. They can repair fast enough. Panther 4 down. Whizbang joining in the front. Hellcat with the damaged engine. Pershing, though, ace level keeps fun, freedom, democracy. Loading in those shells as fast as they can here. The Elephant down. Tiger tank there on the rear though of the Pershing. It's bad news here for Septimum. Heavy tank. Anti-tank's flying away there. We got the Stukas who's unleashing hell. 24 versus 82. Tiger tank could go down as well here. It's looking pretty bad for the Germans. I mean, Olvadi is practically dead in the water here. Like the Bismarck, after torpedo took out its way of going anyway. More Panzer Pioneer there for Makros. Hellcats for the Septimum. It isn't exactly looking great either, but at least he's got a Pershing. Nice is playing against the Americans. Fresh road attacks here from both sides. Makros, Hoshot. The only players on either side, but some forces remaining. Pushes onwards here. Sherman running forwards. White phosphorus grenade being chucked here. Southern victim bomb still being helped by the Panzer 3. Another Hellcat for Septimum. Cancel for Sherman. 24 versus 74 here. Things are hanging in the balance. Can the Germans turn this around? I'll have to see. Tanks recruit there, but Septimum. Weapon getting mauled, Panzer getting mauled even harder. Got a Panzer 4 called in here by Olvadi. Also with something is running long, thumbs up, but I think there's also hard a bit there how much pressure is under. 24 points left there, obviously under a lot there. Going for another TIE tank here would have been, I think, very unconstructive. 24-63 here. Things hanging in the balance. Panzer 4 to be knocked out. Looks like he has worked and pushing back the Allies here, so found something against Olvadi to an extent. They might lose the Panzer 4 fast. I didn't try and go for the northern victory point, but there you go. Panzer 4 kaput.
Hoshot tactics on your command.
Shock tactics activated. Not entirely sure on which unit. Maybe it's not the most activated those. 24 to 63, units wiped. Panzerjaeger's getting mauled. Street teams there. Everything just seemingly piling on the center, neglecting either south or north in terms of victory points. A bit of tunnel initiative from both sides. Dive bombs again are being used, I think, just to push them out or destroy them. Panzer 4 down, Pioneer somehow survived. Another single hit to the Axis forces him just Olvadi with a bit of infantry and a Panzer 3. A smash rate there. Whizbang getting for Hoshot.
An additional Elephant tank destroyer evades assignment.
Body, yeah, could call it the Elephant, but calling the Elephant right now would be, I think, impossible. Of course, using his resources. Installing foot right now is obviously also absolutely not on the table. Panther going for a deep flank here, but instead gets snared up, but get knocked out. 20 points left. Southern victory point. See the Panther's been drawn from here, opening up the Southern victory point to grab for the Americans. Will they go for it? We'll have to see. 20 versus 63 here. Everything's hanging the balance, but it's definitely stand against the Axis forces. Got the northern point fun room, but exists there. Thumbs up to Makros. Trying to get the center point as well there. Whizbangs unleashing hell here. Tiger tank, Panther Pioneers getting. Well, most of it's the Panther Pioneers. They can basically get turned into coating on the tank. Been wiped here. 20 versus 55. Rushing for the southern point here. 20 versus 49. Casualties have been quite significant there. Close to 600 total. Running towards it. 600. Straight from up north here to assist the push here. Assist the right from there, but I don't know how much assist the right when they're getting hit by their own forces. 20 versus 36. Tiger fixed up. Graham Southern victory point. Another Panther there for Olvadi.
We have lost control of a victory point.
19 versus 36. 17. This looks like it might actually be 18, but he wants to get the third point here. 13. 11. Tiger's about to get knocked out. 9. Yeah, that's it. 7 points left. 4. 1, and that is it. GG, game over. Game over. Brutal match here, a lot to bang for. I do think the Germans probably would have benefited a bit more from less tunnel vision along the centre, a bit more fighting around the sides there, but there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.